Hello and welcome to AWS IAS. In this video, we will discuss answers of those questions that we had posted on our Telegram channel. The first question says, there are only second and fourth Sunday and all Sundays are holiday in an office, only holidays in an office. What would be the minimum number of possible working days of any month of the year? So, what will be the number of minimum days in any month? That is February, and that will be 28. So now if we consider the 1st of February as on Sunday, then next would be on 8th, 15th and 22. So in this case as well, and 28 will be Saturday. In this case also we have only 4 Sundays and 2 Saturdays. Total holidays will be 6. So 28 minus 6, 22 will be the minimum number of possible working days. So B will be the answer in this case. The next question says, if there is a policy that 1/3 of a population of a community has migrated every year from one place to some other place, what is the leftover population of that community after the 6th year if there is no further growth in the population during this period? So after first year, 1/3 will be migrating, तो बची कितनी 2/3. सेकंड ईयर के बाद इस 2/3 का 1/3 विल माइग्रेट, तो बची कितनी 2/3 का 2/3 पोर्शन. तो नाउ वी कैन से दैट 1 2 3 4 5 6. फर्स्ट ईयर के बाद पॉपुलेशन कितनी बची 2/3. सेकंड ईयर के बाद 2/3 का 2/3 पोर्शन. थर्ड ईयर के बाद 2/3 ये तो हो गया सेकंड ईयर का पॉपुलेशन, एंड इसका 2/3 पोर्शन विल बी रिमेनिंग एट दैट प्लेस. थर्ड ईयर में 2/3 ये हो गई प्रीवियस ईयर की पॉपुलेशन और इसका 2/3. सिमिलरली ये हो गई प्रीवियस ईयर की पॉपुलेशन और ये विल रिमेन. टू यहाँ पे भी 2/3 इंटू 2/3 ये हो गई प्रीवियस ईयर की पॉपुलेशन इंटू 2/3, तो ये हो गई 2 to the power 6 अपॉन 3 to the power 6, ये आएगा 64/729. Here you can also write that 2/3 स्क्वायर, तो यहाँ पे 2/3 का क्यूब, यहाँ पे 2/3 का पावर 4, यहाँ पे 2/3 का पावर 5. सो इट विल बिकम ईजियर. सो यहाँ पे आंसर होगा डी. The next question says that there are 4 tests to be conducted: physics, chemistry, maths and biology. These are to be conducted on 4 consecutive days, but not necessarily in the same order. The physics test is held before the test which is conducted after biology. Chemistry is conducted exactly after 2 tests are held. So this will be first day, second day, third day and fourth day. Chemistry is conducted on the third day because it is conducted exactly after 2 tests have been held. So now if biology is conducted on the first day, then physics will be on second day because the test of chemistry is conducted after the biology and the physics is conducted before this. So in this case mathematics will be the last one. And also one more possibility is there that the chemistry is done on third day, but biology is conducted on second day, तो physics will be on first day because chemistry is conducted after biology, and but physics is being conducted before the test which is conducted after biology, that is chemistry. तो इस केस में भी मैथमेटिक्स will be the last one. तो आंसर होगा C. The next question says that the sum of income of A and B is more than that of C and D taken together. So A plus B is greater than C plus D. The sum of income of A and C is same as that of B and D taken together. A plus C equal to B plus D. Moreover, A earns half as much as the sum of income of B and D. So A is equal to 1 by 2 B plus D. So if we put this equation here, so this will be 1 by 2 B plus D plus C equal to B by B plus D. So C will be 1 by 2 B plus D. So if these two A and C are equal, so here A and C are equal, so B will be greater than D. So highest income will be of B. So B is the answer. The next question says that there are three pillars X, Y and Z of different heights. So these are these three pillars X, Y and Z. Three spiders A, B and C start to climb on these pillars simultaneously. In one chance, A climbs on X by 6 cm but slips down by 1 cm. So A is climbing here. It is climbing 6 cm but slipping down by 1 cm. So net gain in each step would be 5 cm. B climbs on Y by 7 cm but slips down by 3 cm. So B is here 3 cm down, 7 cm up. So total net gain in every step will be 4 cm. C climbs on Z by 6.5 cm but slips down by 2 cm. So C will be here 6.5 up, 2 cm down. So net gain कितना हुआ in every steps 4.5 cm. तो अब ये पूछ रहा है कि what is the height of shortest pillar. So now see, if this A is taking first step, so it will move by 6 cm up and 1 cm down. So net gain 5 cm. After second step as well, 6 cm up to 1 cm down. So net gain 5 cm. Similarly, if it takes 39, 38 to 39th step, तो इसमें 6 cm up, 1 cm down, तो net gain होगा 5 cm. Now when it is taking 40th step, तो in 40th step it will reach the top, that is, and will not slip down. So in that case the climb in the 40th step will be 6 cm and no 1 cm slip will not be there. So we can say that in 39 steps it will move 5 cm plus in 40th step it will move by 6 cm. So this will be 39 into 5 in 195 plus 6 is equal to 201 cm x की height होगी. Similarly 39 into 4 plus 4 equals to 150 plus 7, 156 plus 7, तो ये होगा 163 सेंटीमीटर. सिमिलरली Z की हाइट होगी 4.5 इंटू 39 प्लस 6.5, तो ये होगा 175.5 प्लस 6.5 इक्वल टू 182 सेंटीमीटर. तो मिनिमम कितना हुआ 162, इसमें से 163. So B is the answer in this case. Next question says that 15 students failed in a class of 52. After removing the names of the failed students, तो कितने बचे 52 minus 15 37 students. A merit order list has been prepared in which the position of Ramesh is 22nd from top. So Ramesh is on 22nd. So there will be 21 students above him. What is his position from the bottom? So 37 minus 22 will be 15. So 15 students will be below him. तो इन रमेश की पोजीशन होगी 16th from bottom. So C is the answer in this case. The next question is, Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. Suppose Gopal bought it at 100 rupees. He has sold it at with 10% profit. तो 10% प्रॉफिट होगा 100 का 10%, दिस विल बी 10 रुपीज. तो गोपाल ने राम को सोल्ड किया एट 110 रुपीज. तो राम वांटेड टू सेल इट बैक टू गोपाल एट 10% लॉस. व्हाट विल बी द गोपाल्स पोजीशन इफ ही एग्रीड? राम हैज बॉट इट एट 110 रुपीज. इसका 10% लॉस होगा 11 rupees. तो Ram is selling it back to Gopal at 110 minus 11 equal to 99 rupees. तो गोपाल को नेट प्रॉफिट कितना हुआ 100 माइनस 99 इक्वल टू 1. तो ये होगा 1%. 1% कहाँ किस पे आया? इस प्राइस पे जिसपे गोपाल ने बाई किया था फोन. into 100 equal to 1%. So gain of 1%. C is the answer. The next question is a paragraph. It says that a writer is a scientist and is privileged to understand nature by using the tools of science. He also raises some questions that science cannot really answer, but those questions can be answered by faith. And he also raises an issue that in today's world, today's culture, scientific and spiritual views are held incompatible. So now the question is asking, which of the following is most logical and rational inference that can be made from above passage? The answer of this is B. Science and faith can be mutually complementary if their proper domains are understood, because it has said that in those domains where science cannot answer the questions, faith provides a better path to answers. Now let us look why other options are wrong. The first option also says that it is the faith, not science, that can finally solve all the problems of mankind. No, this is wrong, because it talks about domains of science and faith. The C option, there are some very fundamental questions which cannot be answered by either science or faith. Here also it is the question of domain. Science is answering some questions in some certain domains and faith is answering some questions in certain domains. The D option says, in today's culture, scientific views are given more importance than spiritual views. No, the last line says that there is widespread presumption that scientific and spiritual views are incompatible. Not the case of giving importance to spiritual views. So B is the answer in this case. The next question is a paragraph about global population growth and in India as well. It says that global population was around 1.6 billion in 1990 and today it is around 7.2 billion. It also says that In Europe and North America, only 3 to 4% of population is dependent on agriculture, but this percentage in India is 47%. It further says that by 2030, India will overtake China as the world's most populous country. In then as well, nearly 42% of India's population will still be dependent on agriculture. So which of the following is most logical and rational inference that can be made from the above passage? So A is the answer in this case, because prosperity of agriculture sector is of critical importance, because 42% of India's population will be dependent on agriculture. Now let us look at why other options are wrong. The option B says Indian economy greatly depends on its agriculture. This is true, but this option is more logical. Option C says that India should take strict measures to control its rapid population. Although the passage raises issue about population growth, but it does not talk about controlling the population growth. Rather, the main focus of the passage is agriculture. And the D option is India's farming communities should switch over to other occupations to improve their economic condition. The paragraph does not talk about this. So in this case, A is the answer. The next question says is about food contamination. It says that food contamination can occur at any stage from farm to plate, and also because of improvement in international monitoring, there is greater public awareness, but the rapid globalization of food production has increased the consumer's vulnerability by making food harder to regulate and trace. So which of the following is most logical corollary of the above passage? So A is the answer in this case, because with more options for food comes more risk, because it can occur at any stage first, and because of globalization it is harder to regulate. Now let us look why other options are wrong. Food processing is the source of all foodborne illnesses. This is partially true, because it can occur at any stage, not only in processing of food. It can occur in the farms as well. The C option says that we should depend on locally produced food only. The paragraph does not talk about this. The D option says globalization of food production should be curtailed. The paragraph does not raise any such issue. So in this case, A is the answer. You can join our Telegram channel to get regular updates of our YouTube activities and PDF of various discussions that we conduct on YouTube, and also to attempt daily quiz. You can join this Telegram channel. Thank you very much.